Okay, here's the last geometry question we're going to look at. We found all these values that equal x here, and we're going to use actually one of them to do the next question. The next question is a proving question, which is always a little bit harder, and they say prove that h2 is exactly the same as h3. Ooh, that's a little tricky. But I'm looking at this here, and I'm thinking to myself, I got 2x here, so something in terms of x. Gee, this J1 and this H3, if those are radii, they're equal angles opposite equal radii, equal sides. I should have put equal radii when I used the reason here. And I'm thinking, oh, OH, and I had from before, I figured out what letter that is right there. That letter must be K. OHK, that thing there must be that, that angle there. I know that that's a radius, and a tangent is perpendicular to a radius. So that guy, so that must just be K, that OHK must be 90 degrees. That's my first thing. Now I'm going to look at that. I'm trying to get at H2. Well, I've figured out if that's 90 degrees, H1 we proved was x before for the alternate angles or something we did. This angle H2 right here, that must be 90 minus x. That little H2 angle must be 90. Take away the x. It leaves you with 90 minus x. Well, now we've got this is 90 minus x. What if we tried to figure this thing out? I don't know what those two angles are, but I know that these two sides are equal, that these two angles equal each other. So H3 must equal this one, must be like 2H3. And I know it must add up, and if I add it to 2x, it must equal 180 degrees. So 180 degrees minus 2x, that's what these two things must be. I could do it like solving an equation sort of thing. These two altogether must add up to 180 minus 2x, so each of them must be half of that, which is 90 minus x. Well, that's what I was trying to prove. And that's angles sum in a triangle and angles opposite equal radii. That's why you know that this H3's got to be 90 minus x, so they must be equal to each other. You could sort of set up an equation, go H3 plus H3 plus 2x equals 180, and then solve the equation for H3, and it must be 90 minus x and 90 minus x, because when you add it all up in here, it equals 180. Okay, well, there it is, all proven and done in a pretty good way, I think. Okay. Oh, that one's 90 minus x right there, too. Okay.